Welcome to Stairway to English. In this video, you will learn English through real stories and interesting topics. Our goal is to help you grow step by step, just like a stairway. Let's make learning fun and easy together. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. The History of Money, from Barter to Blockchain. Episode 1. The Birth of Trade and Barter. Before coins, credit cards, and digital wallets, there was a simple way of getting what you needed: trade. In the very early days of human life, there was no money. People lived in small groups or villages. They hunted animals, collected fruits, and made their own tools. When someone had more of something, like extra fish, they could give it to someone else in exchange for something they needed, like baskets or firewood. This simple system was called barter. Barter worked well at first. It helped people share what they had and get what they didn't. But as villages grew bigger, problems started to appear. What if you had fish but wanted shoes, and the shoemaker didn't like fish? Or what if your fish went bad before the shoemaker was ready to trade? Barter needed a double coincidence of wants. This means both people had to want what the other had at the same time. This made trade difficult and slow. To make life easier, people began to think about common items that everyone wanted. These items could be traded easily and didn't spoil quickly. In different places around the world, people chose different things as a kind of early money. In some places, people used salt. In others, they used shells, stones, or even animal skins. These items had value, were easy to carry, and could be saved for future use. They were the beginning of what we now call money. As time passed, trading with these items became normal. People trusted them. If you had salt or shells, you could use them to buy what you needed. This made life easier and trade faster. But there was still a problem. How do you make sure that everyone agrees on the value of each item? One person might think one piece of salt is worth 2 baskets, while another might think it's only worth 1. There was no fixed value. Then came the idea of using metals like gold, silver, and copper. These metals were shiny, rare, and didn't rust. They could be cut into pieces, measured, and carried easily. Over time, people started using metal pieces in trade. Slowly, rulers and kings began making official coins. These coins had special marks to show that they were real and had a certain value. For example, a king might say that 1 coin equals 1 basket of wheat. This was a big step in the history of money. Coins made trade easier, faster, and more trusted. You didn't have to find someone who wanted fish and had shoes anymore. You could sell your fish for coins and then buy shoes from someone else. This allowed markets to grow. People could specialize in one job, like making clothes, while trusting they could use their money to buy other things they needed. In the next episodes, we will learn how money continued to change, from metal coins to paper money, and then to banks, credit cards, and digital currencies. Money has a long and exciting story. Episode 2. Coins, Kings, and the First Paper Money. In the last episode, we learned how people used barter and early objects like salt, shells, and metal to trade. But as the world changed and grew, people needed something better. They needed money that was easy to carry, trusted by everyone, and had a clear value. That's where coins became more important. Many early civilizations started using metal coins. These coins were made of silver, gold, copper, and other valuable metals. Coins had marks or images on them, often showing a ruler, king, or symbol of the country. These marks helped people trust the coin. They knew it was real and not fake. For example, in ancient Lydia, in modern-day Turkey, people used the first official coins around 600 BCE. These coins were small and made of a mix of gold and silver called electrum. Kings and governments started to control money. They made coins with specific values. This helped trade because people didn't need to guess how much each coin was worth. Everyone could agree, one coin equals one value. Also, metal coins were strong. They didn't break easily and could last many years. However, carrying many coins was heavy. If you wanted to buy something big like a house or a horse, you needed many coins. This was not practical. So people started to look for a better way. In China, around 1,000 years ago, people created the first paper money. It was a big change in the history of money. At first, the paper money was like a receipt. People gave their metal coins to a shop or bank, and the bank gave them a paper note. This note showed how much money the person had. Later, governments began to print their own paper money. These paper bills were lighter and easier to carry than coins. It was much simpler to pay for things using paper. Of course, this new type of money also brought new problems. People began to copy or fake the paper money. This is called counterfeiting. To fight this, governments made special designs, colors, and symbols on their money. These designs helped people know if the money was real. Over time, paper money spread across the world. Each country created its own currency. In England, it was the pound. In France, it was the franc. In Japan, it was the yen. In the United States, it was the dollar. Every currency had its own value, and sometimes people had to exchange money when they traveled to other countries. Even with paper money, coins were still important. Most countries used both paper and coins together. Small coins were used for small purchases, like bread or a drink. Paper money was used for bigger things, like clothes or furniture. This system worked well for many years. Money became more than just a way to trade. It became part of culture, politics, and power. Kings put their faces on coins. Nations showed their history on banknotes. People started saving money, collecting money, and even studying the history of money. This study is called numismatics. As time went on, banks became more important. They helped people save money, borrow money, and transfer money. Instead of keeping all their money at home, people began using banks to protect their wealth. The banking system helped grow businesses and made it easier for people to buy homes, start companies, and travel. Today, we still use coins and paper money, but the world of money is changing again. In the next episodes, we will learn about the rise of credit cards, online banking, and digital money like Bitcoin. The journey of money continues. Episode 3. From Paper to Plastic: The Rise of Cards and Digital Banking. In the past, people used coins and paper money to buy things. These forms of money worked well for a long time. But in the 20th century, something new arrived: money in the form of plastic. This was the beginning of credit cards and debit cards. These small pieces of plastic started a big change in the way people used money. Credit cards first became popular in the 1950s in the United States. The idea was simple. A person could use the card to pay for something, and the bank would pay the shop. Then, at the end of the month, the person would pay the bank. This system was helpful because people didn't need to carry cash. Also, they could buy things even if they didn't have enough money at that moment. Debit cards are a little different. They are connected directly to a person's bank account. When someone uses a debit card, the money goes out of their bank account immediately, so they can only spend what they already have. Both types of cards became very popular, and many people now use them every day. Using cards also made it easier to shop online. People didn't need to go to a store. They could visit a website, choose what they wanted, and pay with a card. The product would be delivered to their home. This way of shopping changed the world. But that was not the only change. The internet also gave rise to online banking. Instead of visiting a bank, people could check their money on a computer or phone. They could send money to friends, pay bills, or even take loans, all without leaving their home. This was fast, easy, and safe. Today, almost every bank has a mobile app. With just a few taps, people can do many things: see their balance, move money, or block a lost card. Mobile banking has made managing money simple and fast. Young people especially like it because they are used to using phones for everything. Digital payment systems also appeared. Apps like PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay let people send money using just a phone number or email address. There is no need to carry cash or even a card. This makes it very easy to split a dinner bill with friends or pay for a taxi. However, with all these changes come new dangers. There are people who try to steal money online. They may send fake emails or create fake websites to trick others. So it's important to be careful. People must use strong passwords, avoid clicking unknown links, and always check if a website is safe. Still, most people agree that digital money is a good thing. It saves time and gives people more control over their money. You can see every transaction clearly. You can set limits or get alerts when money is spent. It's a smart way to manage money. Some people no longer carry any cash. In some countries, like Sweden, many shops don't even accept cash anymore. Everything is paid by card or phone. These are called cashless societies. This trend is growing, especially in big cities. Technology is also helping people learn about money. There are websites and apps that teach how to save, budget, and invest. This is called financial literacy. When people understand money better, they can make better choices in life. So we moved from coins and paper to cards and digital apps. Money is no longer something we can always touch. It's now often just numbers on a screen. But no matter what form it takes, money is still a big part of our lives. In the next and final episode, we will explore the newest form of money, cryptocurrency, and think about what the future of money might look like. Episode 4: Cryptocurrency and the Future of Money. Money has changed many times through history. First, people traded goods. Then they used metal coins, paper money, and finally credit cards and online banking. But now, something completely new is here: cryptocurrency. This is a type of digital money that does not come from banks or governments. Instead, it is created and controlled by computer networks. The most famous cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. It started in 2009. Nobody knows the real name of the person who made it. The creator used the name Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin was different from anything before. It is not printed or made in a factory. It only exists on computers. People can buy, sell, or send Bitcoin online. There is no need for a bank. Instead, every Bitcoin transaction is recorded in a public list called the blockchain. This list is shared on many computers around the world. It is very hard to change, so people trust it. This is why some people say Bitcoin is very safe. After Bitcoin, many other cryptocurrencies were made. Some examples are Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dogecoin. Each one is a little different, but the idea is the same. They are all digital money that does not need banks. Some people use cryptocurrency to buy things online. Others use it to invest. They hope the value will go up and they can make money. But cryptocurrency prices can go up and down very quickly. This makes it risky. You can make a lot of money, but you can also lose it. Governments around the world are watching cryptocurrencies. Some countries like them. Others are afraid they might be used for crime or tax evasion. Because cryptocurrency is not controlled by anyone, it is hard to know who is using it and why. This is why some countries are making new rules. Still, cryptocurrency is becoming more popular. Many shops and websites now accept it. Some people even get their salary in Bitcoin. Big companies like Tesla, Microsoft, and PayPal are also interested in this new form of money. There are also other ideas about the future of money. One idea is central bank digital currency, CBDC. This would be a digital version of a country's money, but controlled by the government. It would be safe and easy to use like cryptocurrency, but with more control and rules. Another idea is a world with no cash at all. People would only use cards, apps, or digital money. This is already happening in places like Sweden and China. In those countries, even small things like coffee or bus tickets are paid by phone. The future of money is exciting, but also full of questions. Will everyone use cryptocurrency one day? Will paper money disappear? Will banks become less important? Nobody knows for sure, but we do know that technology will continue to change how we use money. Money is not just coins and bills anymore. It is numbers, codes, and computer systems. It moves faster than ever. People can send money to someone far away in seconds. They can check their balance with a phone. They can save, invest, and shop without leaving home. This also means we need to learn more. People must understand how digital money works. They should know how to stay safe online. Passwords, two-step verification, and secure apps are very important. Schools and parents need to teach these things. In the end, money is a tool. We use it to buy things, help others, and build our futures. The way we use it may change, but the purpose is still the same. Understanding the history of money helps us understand its future. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time, from the days of trading and bartering to the digital world of cryptocurrency. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in the next lesson.